What made you finally stand up to your teacher? I was 14, hunched over in my usual spot at the back of Mr. Caldwell's English class, when everything changed. For months, I'd watched him target Ellie Chen, the quiet girl with thick glasses who never raised her hand, but wrote poetry that could make you forget how to breathe. "I see we have another subpar essay from Ms. Chen," he announced that day, waving her paper like a trophy. "Perhaps if you spent less time daydreaming and more time studying proper English structure, you might actually pass this class." Ellie's shoulders curved inward as if trying to make herself vanish, her eyes fixed on her desk, fingers gripping the edge until her knuckles went white. I sank lower in my chair, that familiar knot forming in my stomach. I wasn't brave. I was the kid who'd been taught to respect authority, to keep my head down. My parents were immigrants who drilled into me. Teachers know best, never make waves. But this wasn't the first time. 2 weeks earlier, I'd found Ellie crying in the bathroom after Mr. Caldwell had read her poem aloud, mocking her metaphors with exaggerated gestures that made the class laugh. Everyone except me. "Why don't you report him?" I'd asked her. "Who would believe me? He's been Teacher of the Year 3 times. Her voice was so small. Besides, my parents would just say, "I need to try harder." I recognized that defeat. It lived in my house, too. The next day, I started recording Mr. Caldwell's class on my phone. Just audio, hidden in my pocket. I wasn't sure why exactly. Maybe as evidence, maybe because someone should witness what was happening. 3 weeks of recordings filled my phone. "Perhaps in your country, this passes for coherent writing," he said to Ellie now. "But in America, she was born here." The words escaped me before I could catch them. The room went silent. 27 heads swiveled toward me. "Excuse me?" Mr. Caldwell's eyebrows arched over his wire-rimmed glasses. My heart hammered so hard I thought it might crack a rib. I could feel sweat beating along my hairline. But something inside me had finally snapped, like a rubber band stretched too far. "Ellie was born in Portland. She's as American as you are." My voice shook, but it held. "That's enough, Miss Patel. See me after class." I should have stopped. Instead, I reached for my phone. "I have recordings. Of everything. How you treat her differently. How you single her out." His face flushed crimson. "Hand over that phone immediately." I've already backed them up. A lie. But he couldn't know that. "And I wrote to the school board last night." Another lie. But as the words left my mouth, I realized what I would actually do after class. The bell rang. No one moved. "Class dismissed," Mr. Caldwell finally said, his voice tight. "Except you, Miss Patel." As everyone filed out, Ellie paused at my desk. She didn't speak, just squeezed my hand, a gesture that said everything. The meeting with the principal the next day was terrifying. My parents sat beside me, expressions unreadable as I played the recordings. My father's jaw tightened with each clip. When it was over, my mother, who had taught me to respect teachers without question, took my hand. "We are proud of you," she whispered. Mr. Caldwell was placed on administrative leave pending investigation. 2 days later, 4 other students came forward with similar stories. Ellie and I eat lunch together now. Yesterday, she showed me a letter. Her poem had won a statewide competition. "I almost didn't submit it," she told me. "I kept hearing his voice saying I wasn't good enough." "What changed?" I asked. She smiled. "I heard your voice instead, and if you stayed till the end, like the video."